In the wake of disasters, mental health often remains a silent casualty. Chronic anxiety, depression and trauma linger long after the rubble is cleared. To address this, the National Disaster Management Authority hosted a two-day national workshop on post-disaster mental health. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya spoke to DG NDRF Piyush Anand on the urgent need to integrate psychosocial support into disaster response.
Joining me is the DG NDRF, Mr. Piyush Anand. Sir, we are here for this seminar on how mental post-disaster mental health is an important aspect. NDRF has been working as a first responder in many places. We just saw in Myanmar also, and NDRF worked amazingly. Tell us, what exactly is NDRF doing to help and mitigate these kind of issues?
You'll all be aware that NDRF is generally the first responder in many situations. I mean, ideally, it's the local police, the fire service and the SDRF who reach the spot on the first, at the first point of time. But we also reach there at the earliest. So, normally in this situation, we are talking of basically the mental health of a victim after the disaster. So, we are there for some time once the disaster has struck, once the relief operation is on. So, here we have a role. So, our people who are actually trained for medical first response, so they are interacting with the victims. So there they can actually, they talk to the victims, they talk to their families and try to resolve their problems, which goes a long way in reducing their mental stresses and mental trauma.
Sir, what about the mental stress of the NDRF people themselves, because they work in very difficult condition? How do they come up with, if they see bodies, they see, difficult scenarios?
In fact, that's a very important point which you have flagged. And it's really terrible, I can say you, where you see, I mean, recently our team went to Myanmar and they extricated 67 dead bodies. And when I talked to them, they really mentioned how difficult the situation was. And at times the bodies are in a very bad state of decay. So yes, they have to mentally be very strong while they do it. And after the incident, I mean, we train them, we talk to them. They go through yoga sessions, they go through different counseling sessions, so their mental balance remains and they remain mentally strong and ready for the next operation.
Much appreciated to time. So that was the DG NDRF saying that it's not just the victims, it is the NDRF people who also require mental help, and that's what NDRF have been doing to sensitize their personnel working in different difficult conditions. With our personnel, this is Prasar Bharati for DD India from Delhi.